I'm not going to show the, do I remember the door code? So, little library here. You come in the door. So I had to sit out here and read for just a little bit last night so I could say that I did. But you can see it. I mean, it's it's been kept up. It's modernized. I'm sure some of the stuff is original. So this is the kitchen nook, the little breakfast nook that I was filming from the other end of the porch. So I'll show you, that's where I was standing when I came up on the porch. Right. We're finding these little, these old iron stoves. I think my understanding is that these all still work and you could use them, which we did not because we're just here for one night, as just a place that the Airbnb owner gave us to stay while they finished up some things on the Airbnb, because we were actually the first people that are renting that Airbnb. So I'll talk about that later. I'll walk you through the rest of this. So there's a, bedroom here with the ceiling fan, fireplace, and some of these the fixtures in here. I thought, this I thought was interesting. This little sink here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so definitely some. I don't know that it's all original, but there's definitely a lot of older work in this place. The dining room. We have not used most of this. We were outside most of the day yesterday. Okay, let's go upstairs. Check out the stove in this room. And you got the old clawfoot tub in here. And some of this stuff reminds me of the place that we're actually staying in Napa. Can't tell if I'm getting all that in the camera. Another fireplace, and obviously that insert is new. And I have no idea. Surely there were not this many. Like, there's a bathroom in every single room, so it's set up for large groups. It's hard for me to believe that every room would have originally had a bathroom attached to it. Another little sitting area here, or it's a bedroom with a sitting area. This is my first time coming up here. 2 more beds in here, like for kids or whatever, and there's a door on the other end. I don't like horror movies and gore and that kind of stuff, but I do like ghost story type things. And when you're in a house this old, I've never been in a house this old before. Not lived in it, slept in it, or the one that we're in back in Napa. I have to think and wonder how many families have lived here. How many people died in this house? How many people were born in this house? At times, probably 3 generations of a family living here. Who knows what this place was, or if you could, it's that old saying: if the walls could talk. You just stand in these rooms and you think, what has transpired in this room, just this room alone, much less the whole house, the history that's in it. And I've been to places much older than this. In Italy when I was a teenager, when my dad was in the Air Force, and spent some time in Israel. So I've been to places that are older, but to be in a place like this where lives were lived out, it kind of gives me a little bit of perspective on how short my life is, how short all of our lives are, to think of this house being like 130 years old now. Who knows what damage was done, maybe in earthquakes or fires or anything else. But if people lived here that whole time, that's a lot of life. That's a lot of lifespan. Curious, like in the comments, has anybody stayed in a home that's older than this? I'm sure somebody has, but if you have, let me know in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear about that and see pictures if you have them. I'm kind of starting to become fascinated with these, which is weird because we lived on the East Coast and we were in Boston a lot, but we never really lived in older houses. The one in Pennsylvania, like I said, was built in 1920. So I thought that was really, really old. And then You know, you get out here and we've lived in two or been in two that were built in the 1800s just in the last couple of days. So anyway, more in the next video. We'll see you guys later.